What do you think, Guile? Let's try Guile. Let me make sure my classic control type is ready. Classic custom 1, my color scheme, and my buttons. Guile, smooth jazz Guile. Wait on player 1 side and do a training mode session. Look, I've got a 5-bar connection with myself. Big Guile. Let's get all this stuff off of here. We'll do block after first hit. We'll do no frame meter, and we'll just have fun. Dive in. He looks like he's got spina bifida or something. He's he skipped leg day. He's all top heavy, and he's kind of rounded. He needs to hit the foam roller. All right. He's got a nice stand jab. He's got a nice stand jab. I like that. He also moves. It feels like he moves slow, but he moves far enough. He's got this pharma overalls on, and he's got like those Wolverine generic Timberlands from Walmart. He kind of like sidles in. He doesn't want to take too big of a step. He's got to conserve his energy for all the work he's going to do tomorrow. So he's got a stand jab and a strong. All right. I like how it shows me I successfully did a command normal. Believe it or not, I like this stand strong. Because it hooks. It seems big. And then he's got this big it's probably an overhead. Of course, overhead jumping. That is fast. That is fast. Damn it, it pushes away. It pushes away. All right, boom, boom. Pushes away. Was that a real combo? No. Yeah, it was. 2 hits. Boom, boom. I'm Guile. All right, what about this big grunting. Ooh, big grunting fierce. He rolls his tongue too, bro. All right, what about a back fierce? Yep. This is a good move. All right, so if he is still a charged character, what's going to happen is he's going to want a lot of moves that allow you to hold back and stand in place. So he's going to have attacks that move you forward, even if you're holding back and holding a charge, or moves that hold you in place so you don't accidentally walk back or move forward. So you could do stuff like stand strong or stand fierce. Stand fierce would be a good move to start installing a charge. Look at this. Boom, sonic boom. Perfect sonic boom. All right. What about a forward fierce? Yeah, he's got a and then he's got moves that move him forward, so you could press forward fierce, and it's this big elbow. And then how long you gotta charge this shit? Walk back a little bit. So you could begin charging a move, even a flash kick. You could begin charging even a downward crouching move. Like not that way though. And then you could mix them up. All right. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Not a Guile main, but I did play him in Super Turbo. All right, so nice jab, a nice strong with an overhead, and I like his fierce moves. He's got these big blasting punches that move him forward. Even the forward fierce moves him forward. Big swinging move. That kind of boy, if you don't hit with it, that seems like it starts slow, and then it swings, and it kind of ends, and he's recovering, and like on whiff, because you can see how his fist, as soon as it gets out of the way, and he's starting to pull his arm back behind him, he's kind of like wide open for a hit. So if you whiff this, you're probably gonna get fucked up. And then he's got this back one. I like this back fierce. I gotta be honest with you. I like this back fierce. Let's check the range. Back fierce. Let's check where his feet are. Now let's see. Let's look at the little inch marks, right? Let's look at the little inch marks. So back fierce will hit from here. Boom. All right. Right after that, waiting the opponent sign. What about stand fierce? Stand fierce has a little bit shorter range. Very, very little bit. One line beyond the big line. Whereas back fierce is going to hit better. All right, we need the frame data. I already need the frame data. How fast do these start and how fast do they recover? 7 frame recovery -1. 9 frame recovery +1. I told you this was better. All right. 2 frames, not a big deal. You're not going to be doing it up close anyway. So another thing I'm learning is that how do I want to say this? Ordinarily, I would think that the moves I would want to use up close would be the short range moves, and the moves I would want to use far away would be the far range moves. Because obviously, the short range moves are going to whiff. But there's another way to frame that. When you're up close, you want to be using short range moves because they're faster. These long range moves are slower, and they're going to get interrupted and scooped up. So I've been trying to, because I like these moves, I like the damage, I like the advantage, I just like them. I've been doing a lot of medium and heavy attacks really up close. And I'm just getting blown up by like faster moves that happen to be stand and crouch jabs and shit like that, and throws even. So you might even want to position heavier moves at a farther range. And if you're up close, just stick to jabs and shorts. Look at that, 5 frames. All right, we need the frame data on. It's too useful. It's too useful. How fast does it start? How quick does it recover? So, what else am I looking at here? I'm looking at his jab, his strong, and his fierce. What's the deal with this shitty forward fierce? I mean, +5, that's the same as everything else, basically. Stand strong is +6? And it's 16 frames to start, compared to 7? Dude! But that's -1. Well, you could probably transition into something. I don't know. His stand fierce, I don't know. Maybe his stand fierce and his forward fierce are whack, and he just wants a back fierce. His back fierce seems really good. I kind of like the stand fierce, though. 7 frames, can't front on that. But if you can hit with the stand fierce, his back fierce has better range. Maybe that 2-frame startup is worth it when you can get an extra inch out of your lifespan. I don't know. Let's move on to his kicks then. I think this forward fierce is shitty. I don't know why. It's just how I feel. What about on block? +3 on block. +3 on block. That's why. What about on block? -6. Maybe his stand fierce is shit. What about back? What about back fierce? That's a command normal. -4. Block all. What about block all? -4. All right. So his stand fierce is good on block. No. I mean his forward fierce. All right, it's good on block. I don't know why you're concerned about making an opponent block. I want to fucking make your opponent get hit. Let's shut this off. Let's look at his kicks. Stand short. Stand short, and then he has a back. Look at this. He's got a command normal. Back short. Moves him forward. Installs a charge. What about wow, that moves him very far. Très la far. It's French for very. And then he has stand forward kick. Stand forward kick. Again, the way that I feel them pulling their limbs back to them after they've already swung them makes me think that it has a long recovery. That's why I need the frame data meter. Alright, forward to back. I think they call this one the Sobot, or maybe this is the Sobot, when he flips upside down. Is it a Sobot if he flips upside down or stays right side up? I guess it's a so long. So you can do this if you want to kind of stick a move out and move backward and get away, and then throw something. What else do you have? Stand roundhouse. Seems to start slow. Yeah, see, look at how long. You can tell just by the animation and judging like how long it takes before the move to make impact, before you measure it. But it might be very advantaged. And then this thing, because he goes off the ground, this should not be throwable. Let me test that now. We want to do a record. I'll do a forward dash, and then this. And then I'll do this. And then I'll click this. Counter hit. It wasn't off the ground. Punish counter. But he really threw it out there, though. He really threw it out there, though. Punish counter. Look. He grabbed me. He grabbed me. Wasn't off the ground yet. Yeah! I mean, there's no way he's throwing me. Alright. Yep. I mean, come on, dude. Let's see the animation. How far. Yeah, he'd scoop me up by then. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. I'm on record saying I think it's throw invulnerable. That's how it's been. That's a maneuver. What else do I want to look at here? Let's look at his crouches. A nice crouch short, that works. That's kind of a longer low, but sometimes throwing out a long low, as in long to start, is useful. You see that in Tekken all the time. People get swept all the time because the sweeps they have like a long startup. In Tekken, it's like the stand, what would be a stand short? That's everything that gets low parried. But what would be a sweep is like, in Street Fighter, sweeps are fast. In Tekken, crouching sweeps are really long to start. And that's how they wind up like catching people whiffing a low parry. It's kind of odd. But I see that all the time. And then Guile is known for having a double sweep. And you whiff the first one and make contact with the second one. And make them walk into it. What about blocking? That's not very good if he's gonna make him block that. Should be probably very unsafe on block. I don't know about just making them block the second hit. I maybe never looked at his crouch punches. That seems pretty good. It seems heavy. So like I'm saying, I don't know if this game has like a priority system where it must not have a priority system where a heavier attack will beat a lighter attack, because it seems that when I try and do a medium or heavy move, light attacks are beating me because they're starting and activating faster. So that's why being up close, it's like you want to use your fastest moves pretty much. And then save your heavier moves where these light moves are out of range. That seems to be the way, and then play for counter hits. This game is really interesting. It's really interesting in terms of the normals and the frame data and the rules around, like what's a counter hit, what's a punish. This game's really fucking interesting, and I like the green meter. And I'll say, characters in this game have very unique and useful normals. Not just that Luke is different than Guile. It's that I have 3 fierce punches and they're all very different and do different things. My jab strong and fierce are all very different. My jab might have longer range than my stand strong, but my stand strong can special cancel. And then this stand fierce is like in a command normal, and it keeps me in place, and it allows me to charge an attack. And this shitty forward fierce punch that moves me forward is actually +3 on block, unlike my stand fierce, which is like -7 or -9 or god knows what. So like, in looking at one character independently, all of their normals are very distinct and useful. This fucking game is great! Alright, it's back, baby. Street Fighter. So I got a crouch strong and a crouch fierce. Crouch fierce. Uppercut. It's like a Mortal Kombat uppercut. Let's look at his jumps. Again, a long short. So this is that a cross up, baby? All right. It has a tight hitbox. It crosses up. It stays active for quite a long time. Woo, hitting very deep. All right. He has this upward kick. Well, I don't know if I like that. You're not going to come down on them with that. So these medium attacks in the air seem to like air to air. They seem to be built like air to air jumps. I guess if you haven't been sitting and fucking charging a stupid flash kick. And then my jump roundhouse. Jumping roundhouse tends to like pump fake. It tends to like start up way too long and seems to be unreliable for like a jump in. Usually it's the jump medium or like a jump fierce that acts as your jump and punish, or your just typical heavy attack, big frame, big block advantage, jump and move, like a big chop. It's got a jump jab, I guess. And that's what I'm saying, like, if 2 moves collide, it seems, like I said, when I'm on the ground, My heavy attacks that are starting slower are getting beaten by light attacks that are coming active faster. Fair is fair. But what about trades? Like, both of our attacks are active in Clash. They must be in range. They must have started already. Especially for an air-to-air situation. Do you really want to be, like, jumping at somebody else, trying to punch them out of the air? You know? Or what happens when I jump in to do a light jumping attack, and he tries to do, like, a crouch fierce? Well, let's test this now. Let's record, and we'll just record Luke going double punch. It's that simple. You gonna do it? I gotta click this. Alright, doesn't really work. His was already active. He beat me. Counter hit. I tried to do a jump strong. Beat me again. What's my jump strong? Yeah, see, my jump strong isn't really hitting. That's not a good example. What about my jump? Let's do jump jab. He's kind of already, he's beating, counter hit, beat my jump jab. Beat my jump fears. Traded, we both traded. All right, so it's kind of iffy. I don't know if you really want to be, you know, jumping air to air with somebody or not. It's more about why are you jumping in? If it's a safe way to pressure them, I mean, how often in Street Fighter is knocking them down and jumping in on them safe? It's more about whether you're going to cross them up or not. That makes it scary. If you're guaranteed to do this, activate this heavy jump in hitbox, they're going to have to be made to block. You're going to have to be very certain that's the case. And then for a combo punish, especially for Guile with a charge attack, all right. Let's not get into combos, green or otherwise. What else did I just want to then think about? I lost my train of thought. Specials. I might have to look at his move list for specials. We have a Sonic Boom and we have a Flash Kick. Sonic Blade. What the hell is this? And then can you do a So here's what's interesting. You can already be charging down back, charging both back and down, then sort of roll this. Like, look. I'm like not walking backward, charging down back, walking backward, and you can kind of like, you can sort of, here, I'll do a punch on the screen so you see it. I had the punch on the screen. Look at the 4. I had the punch on the screen. You kind of have to walk backward a little bit. And then you roll quarter circle back. You can kind of install this in the air. You can kind of like roll between walking backward and if you want to install that somewhere, and then you could throw a flash through it. I don't know, you know, if you just don't want to, or if you want to put it somewhere and then Sonic Boom through it. They're giving you this option. If you just don't want to crouch, or if you don't want to stand back fierce, you can like, that's what you should be doing. Instead of worrying about Sonic Booms, just put this Sonic Blade on the screen, and then use that to start charging a flash. What is it called? Sonic Boom. And then accidentally do a, but it's a safe super. It's a safe cancel super into a Shazam. You see? Again, see? Damn, is that a level 3? Hang on. Where is his super arts? It's a level 2. You're gonna see that accidentally a lot. Just kidding. So yeah, just worry, if you're a new player to Guile, and you don't want to play charge characters, put on a Sonic Blade, and then walk back, and then you got a Sonic Boom loaded up. That's pretty fucking tight. Damn it, Capcom! You designed these characters great! The graphics and sound and input are new. It's a new look. The characters are well designed and unique and distinct. The input response is perfect. You got frame data and recording and block all in the fucking training mode. The green meter is super simple. Parry, drive impact, green rush. I mean, it's so simple and elegant, and I have a level 3 super every fucking round. This might be the greatest Street Fighter we're gonna play for the next 6 years. Somersault kick, Sonic Blade, Sonic Cross. During Sonic Blade, press forward, attack simultaneously to change the effect. Sonic Break. During Solid Puncher. What the fuck is that? During Solid Puncher. What is Solid Puncher? During this, by accidental super. So let's do that. And then you press 2 punches. You press 2 punches. I have all 3 punches macroed to R2. Oh my god. That is sick. So you can just, like, if you have a level 2, it's a level 2. You just put it on. You know, that might even, like, holy shit. What if you do something? Wait a minute. How do I reset this? I'm gonna make him block a sweep, and I do it with punch. Let's see, he blocks a sweep. I mean, let's say you do something really stupid. Well, first of all, you could just hold parry out of anything dumb. You can also, he's not, that's a command normal. Down forward, roundhouse is a command normal. You can also just, you know, desperate drive impact. They're gonna try and punish something. But I would say defensively, maybe desperate parry. But which I have macroed on the L2. But let's say you do something dumb and you're worried, right? You could even do this. You could do this. Oh, you can't. Let's see. I'll do 1/4 circle and put this on the screen, and then I'll try and cancel into the next one. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Really? You gotta roll it. You gotta roll it. All right. But that's you know, it's just an activation. And look at the meter draining down. Look at the meter draining down. And then look, a free Sonic Boom. All you have to do is press 2 punches at once. You get 3 of them. Oh no, you don't. They cost meter. How many can you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, a lot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1, 2. So 7 or 8, depending how fast and how soon you want to throw them. I mean, if you're just like, good luck jumping over that, you better, it's like, good luck jumping over that, you better fucking block them. Let's look at his command list. So, I mean, his normals was, looking at his special attacks, Sonic Break, Super Art, Sonic Hurricane. Let's look at that. I haven't really been doing his, I haven't been doing their Super Arts. You gotta charge it? Oh boy, how are you gonna fucking super into that? Yeah, right, just do this one. Just fucking do this one. And then do this. Does it not do damage on block? I don't know. That's a good question. Is there block damage? That is a good question from that. Let's put him on... I think the answer is no. Let's put him on block all. And then let's just start throwing them. No block damage. Alright. Block after first hit. What else did I want to see? Maybe some of the frame data on his... kicks. Unique attacks. A lot of command normals. I think I saw a lot of these. Knee bazooka. Spinning knuckle, burning straight. I saw the punch ones. What about his kicks? Rolling Sobot. It's kind of interesting how I don't like looking at lists of moves, but I like looking at lists of frame data. Like in Mortal Kombat and Injustice, when they have the frame data in the pause menu, I like pausing to look at that. But I don't like pausing to look at like the strings. Square triangle X, square triangle X plus circle. No thanks. This is good because you can see their target combos. This is the unique thing you need to know. So, medium back heavy punch, I think I saw that one. I saw that one. And I'm also curious about, I want him to block everything. Block all. Curious about how safe this shit is. -9, so not safe. Let's look at, having trouble navigating these menus. Let's look at double shot. Crouch medium. So he's got a double punch on crouch. Alright, I don't need him to block all. I need him to block it first hit. So that's what I want him to see, his crouch frame data. So 4 frames, +5. -2. It might vary slightly. I wonder why. Oh well. Getting into the weeds. What about 6 frames? See, look, 6 frames. 5, 5. What about on block? -2. Alright, I like that. Why would you... It whiffs. It whiffs from point-blank range. It whiffs from point-blank range. But I'm getting pushed back a little bit by the stand jab. It knocks down. Ugh. Block all. -6. I don't know that I like that. I don't know that I like that. Hey, another thing. What's with this drive impact? They say it can absorb 2 hits, so if we can find ways to hit it 3 times, can we crush this thing like a focus break or what? Because I swear I did low forward Fierce Shoryuken, and it hit 3 times, and it gave me a 3-hit combo. But that might be my imagination. Something like a Lightning Legs or 100 Hands might be able to break it, or maybe I was even thinking a Command Throw might be able to scoop a drive impact. Because if somebody does something that's unsafe, like a Guile sweep, although you gotta make sure not to press down forward fucking roundhouse to get his command normal. Like you do this, right? This is really dumb. And you're like, I'm gonna punish the sweep. And he goes, no, I'm gonna drive impact. And so it's like, you better be ready to full punish with like a multi-hitting move. What about Jamie? Oh, Jamie's Stand Fierce. Jamie's Stand Fierce is like a 3-hitting normal. I don't know. What about Drive Impact? What's the frame date on this shit? Startup is 26 frames. So you got 26 frames to fucking blow this dude. To blow him up. What else was I testing? His crouch, frame date on his crouch normals. 9 frames. Alright. I like the music. It's like, it's not even hip hop. It is closer to fucking funk and jazz. What else do we like? Crouch short on block. -5. Fuck. Gotta throw something out after that. Throw out a low jab. Dude, crouch jab seems to be the fucking thing to do. Crouch jab seems to be the thing to do. And there's no throw teching. Let me test this again just to fucking prove it. Let me test this again. Record. I want to record. I'm going to dash up and then throw. I'm going to dash up and throw. And I'm going to record. He's going in. Breaking. All right. Try it again. Let's try it again. Maybe it's working because I'm just maybe it's working because I'm just doing a throw escape. But yeah, look at this. If I do, I think they took it out. Because if I do crouch jab and a throw command, I get a throw command. So yeah, like, so what's gonna happen there? What's gonna happen there? You're like, oh, I'll crouch tech, I'll do a stand jab, and then if they throw me, I'll break it. And it's like, no, or I mean, crouch jab, you're gonna do a throw. I'm crouching, and I'm gonna get a throw. So you better play for real for throws. That's a round of applause for Capcom, dude. I love the throw game. What else was I looking at? Frame data is on, and block after first hit. Looking at his crouching moves. Looking at his crouch short. I'm about done with Guile. Looking at his crouch short. Low forward. I want to see his, so on hit. Does a lot. On block. -12. What about whiffing the first one? What about block all? -12. Still -12. Ooh, and you might whiff. I don't know. I mean, if you whiff the first thing of this, they could probably jump in on you. If you just whiff, if you just walk up and whiff sweep, they might be able to just jump in on you. I think I'm done with Guile. He seems cool and strong and interesting. reminds me of Street Fighter 4 Guile, not Street Fighter 2 Guile. He seems like he's got to post up, throw some booms, minimal. He's not an aggressive character, doesn't seem like. It seems like some of his normals are unsafe and others are very safe. A variety of stand punches and crouch kicks. And then, of course, all of these new install types. We'll see what Dominion has to say with Guile. Street Fighter 6.